The heavy iron doors groan open. Marcus Kane, 37, hollow-eyed, steps into dawn light. Cameras flash. He doesn't speak, doesn't stop, just breathes. A wrongfully convicted man's reckoning. Marcus Kane stands on the courthouse steps, his cloths hanging loosely. Cameras flash around him, capturing his release. Cameras flash. A cacophony of shouted questions. His knuckles brush the scar on his wrist. He walks through them like ghosts.
Case dismissed. No apology. No justice. Just gone.
Marcus's pickup idles at a stoplight. Neon reflects in rain-streaked glass. His foot slams the gas. Sunlight cuts through blinds, exposing dust motes like floating evidence. Vesper slides a 4.2M check across the desk, urging, "Take the city's blood money and vanish." Mopping prison floors, the bleach burning his nostrils. A 72-foot yacht named Resurrection bobs in the slip. Marcus runs a hand along the side, his palm still calloused from prison laundry. The whiskey glass sweats onto the teak deck. Waves slap the water in a rhythm that almost sounds like dripping water, morphs into echoing prison pipes.
Money can't heal all wounds.
They gave me money, but money doesn't unbreak bones. He hurls the glass into the black water.
November 3rd, 6:17 a.m. The courthouse doors groan open for the first time in 328 days. But Marcus Kane doesn't feel free. Not yet. The check was for $4,200,000. $11,000 for every day they stole. But the ink smelled like bleach. Just like the prison floors he'd scrubbed for pennies. He named the yacht Resurrection, Latin for I shall rise again. But at 3 a.m., the clinking rigging sounds exactly like handcuffs. Then he found it. The evidence box they lost rusted shut at the bottom of the harbor. The DA's resignation made headlines. But Marcus kept one souvenir, the guard's badge that started it all. The system thought money would silence him. They were wrong. The federal pen's envelope held two clues, a guard's badge and a key card marked Evidence Wing After Hours Access. Marcus waited until 3:07 a.m., the exact time his own evidence was tampered with. The evidence room's air smelled like mothballs and lies. File boxes stretched to the ceiling, each one a life ruined. Then Marcus saw it. Locker KT-428, still sealed, but not untouched. Inside, not the murder weapon, just a single lab report with 3 words circled in red, chain of custody, and a note. They moved it to the basement. The basement required a different key, one Marcus knew too well, his old prison ID. The system had kept it as a souvenir.
Marcus clutched the prison ID like a lifeline. The basement stairs groaned under his weight, each step echoing the 328 days they'd stolen from him. Somewhere below, a faulty bulb flickered, and something else flickered back. A shadow peeled off the wall. Eli, Marcus's old cellmate, now a ghost in the system. His face flickered between man and monster. "They've been dosing you since day one," he rasped. "Check your veins." Locker D187 wasn't for evidence. It was a timeline of lies, vials of memory eraser, a VHS tape labeled Day 328, and a Polaroid of his daughter, taken yesterday. The VHS tape hissed to life, Hart planting the knife, the DA taking cash. Then, Hart's face filled the screen. Still inmate D187? The feed glitched. To live. Hart was watching, and he had Marcus's daughter. The basement door slammed shut. Red lights strobed. Drones dropped like spiders. Eli screamed, "They're in your veins!" Marcus's nose bled black. The serum was working. In heart, he was smiling. The drones fired, the screen exploded, and the last thing Marcus heard? His daughter's voice. "I'm sorry, Daddy." Hart's laughter echoed through the static. Game over, or just begun.
Marcus traced the key card to an abandoned storage unit. Inside, a ledger detailing every bribe paid to hide his innocence. Dates, amounts, names. The ledger proved Hart falsified evidence under the DA's orders. But without the original knife, Marcus needed a witness, someone Hart thought he'd silenced. Elliot Marks served 12 years for a crime Hart framed him for. Now working a car wash under a new name, he was Marcus's last hope. Elliot agreed to testify if Marcus exposed the DA first, but the ledger was missing one page, the payment that started it all.
5 a.m. Marcus meditates as the city sleeps. No anger, no fear, just a mantra. They framed me because I proved the matrix can be broken. Now I'll break it wider. Marcus didn't burn the ledger. He turned it into a roadmap, highlighting every trap the system uses to control the rich and the poor. Financial freedom isn't wealth, it's immunity. Unshackled Academy went live at noon. Free courses, asset armor, legal warfare, breaking the poverty mindset. By sunset, 100,000 enrolled. The DA's panic? Priceless. Marcus didn't just free himself. He funded community trusts, legal armies for the framed, seed money for the trapped. His message? The Matrix wants you poor or scared. Be neither.
The DA's office erupted in chaos. Marcus's manifesto wasn't just viral, it was a detonator. Every lie, every bribe, every accidental evidence loss, now flashing on protesters' screens worldwide. Marcus didn't need a judge. The streets became his courtroom. Crowds swarmed courthouses with his ledger, projected on walls, shouted through megaphones. The system's worst nightmare, proof, and a mob. Marcus watched from the shadows, not with a smirk, with a spreadsheet. Every protest, every lawsuit, every bank run against the DA's donors, all part of column A. Then, the notification. State versus Kane dismissed. No fireworks, no screaming, just Marcus pouring 2 whiskeys, one for him, one for the next framed millionaire.